up? It's your boy Kurt the Jerk. Say what up. I hope everybody's doing great, man. Woo, it's been crazy out here. Project 2025 in real time being played out. I've been talking about it for months, and a lot of people are like, oh, he's not going to do all that. Well, you do the math. A lot of people that wrote Project 2025 is actually in his cabinet. So it's no more saying that he's not going to do XYZ when he's already doing a lot of radical changes in the government right now. Okay. See, DEI, right? It's pretty much more on the government sector and maybe state, local, meaning that they adopted these programs to like make it more diverse, inclusion to unrepresented people here in America, people such as myself. You also got, there's a whole slew of different reasons why somebody could be under diversity, equity, and inclusion. It's not just black, it's Hispanics, it's different races, sexes, orientations. If, like what say, if you're disabled, it shouldn't stop you from getting a job unless there's a job that requires you to have to walk. Then maybe if you're a paraplegic, then obviously can't do the job. I'm just putting out little details. So it don't supposed to stop you from getting a job. They wouldn't have to create something like that if it already was the work field and the federal sector was already diverse. If it was already represented by so many different races and sexes and all that stuff, then there's no reason for them to do it. Because why would they need to do that if everything is playing the way it's supposed to? So what Trump is telling you in so many words is that, okay, we're going to roll it back. Everybody's going to get a job according to their merit. Well, that doesn't work for black people. You know, I know a lot of well-educated black people that never got the shot only because of the fact of the way they look. So let's be realistic here, especially if you're black, because their name says a lot. Because if you got a specific name like Shaquan or Quan or William or some type of black name, you're more likely not even get an interview for a job. You know what I'm saying? That haven't changed. It's still the same thing. They got a system. Now they use a computer that has algorithms to determine what race you are. But because of equal opportunity employers, which they can't discriminate on your race and all that, it's pretty much as similar to DEI. But equal opportunity is like a more broad spectrum which handles all private sector, mainly for big corporations. Because if you have a small business, you don't have to worry about who you hire. You can hire whoever you want. But I believe if you have a certain amount of employees, you have to make it more diverse if you have a big company and stuff like that. To balance it out. But you got to see how, and you know what it is. I was getting ahead of myself when I say equal opportunity has been eliminated. No, it hasn't been eliminated, but it's about to be challenged because when you read the whole bill for DEI, it encouraged because DEI DEI is diversity, equity, inclusion, but equal opportunity employer can also fall under that umbrella for private corporations. So if you notice, you got Amazon already saying that they're getting rid of their DEI incentives. You got Walmart saying they're walking back their DEI program. You got Target. You got McDonald's. You got a lot of different big important companies that a lot of us work at. You know what I'm saying? Let's not take this for granted. Because now they will be able to discriminate against you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Because right now, Donald Trump, your president, our president, is setting the stage for what he's going to do next. And the reason why it's so important to why he's getting rid of so many different positions, like the Inspector General, I understand that usually what you do when it comes to Inspector Generals, the president gets to pick and choose with Inspector General for each position over time. A lot of times they keep a few of them, but they get a chance to appoint other ones and stuff like that. But in this case, he just got rid of all of them. You know why? Because he wants to put people in there that doesn't look like us, unless they're loyal to him. Like, I'm not saying he ain't gonna have no black people in his cabinet, but trust me, if they there, they chucking and driving and they cooning like a motherfucker. I'm being honest. And I ain't mean to say it like that. I ain't mean to curse, but I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? Because he only gonna hire people that's loyal to him. It's like a king or something like that. Like, he want people that's loyal to him. But I'm gonna put on this video just to give you an idea of what diversity, equity, and inclusion is. And this lady right here, she points it out. AP News. Check it out. AP News is pretty good. I get a lot of my information from them. There's a lot of scholars on there that speaks the truth about things, and they're not held by regular media where people are just sitting there scared to talk or say anything because they're worried about losing their jobs. So I'm gonna put this video on so you take a look at it for yourselves.
What we're talking about is equal opportunity and access for everyone. However, what the Trump administration and his minions have done is anytime you see a black person or a person of color in a job, they yell, that's a DEI hire. So there's a presumption that black people get hired solely because of race, but white people don't get hired solely because of race. President Trump's executive order, which repealed, among other things, a 1965 anti-discrimination executive order that was signed by and issued by President Johnson. So if he's repealing anti-discrimination laws, then you have to ask, are you saying discrimination is a good thing? One of the things his executive order does is specifically request, I think within 120 days, that each federal agency identify 9 potential potential organizations that can be sued, that can be, I think they described it as a civil compliance investigation that can be investigated. This is, in my opinion, big government run amok. Why is the federal government telling private entities who they can hire and how they can run their organization? How do you make sure you're not one of the 9? Well, you make sure that you hire a workforce that the president and his cabinet would be pleased with. And as far as I can tell, that would mean an almost, if not all, white male workforce.
You heard it. So that's pretty much the basis on what Trump is doing right now, President Trump. That's what he's doing. So right now he's working on the federal cabinet, getting rid of so many employees. A lot of employees right now don't have a job, you know. And yes, the civil rights division of the federal government is designed to take on civil cases such as when there's a police brutality of a race issue or a sex issue, whatever the case is. They're there to look out for the better interests of all people, mainly marginalized people. So they no longer is going to be operating properly, because the reason why I made a statement on my Facebook saying that, oh, civil rights is gone, because the person that, I'm not going to mention her name for the sake, I want you guys to do your research. I'm not going to tell you everything. You got to see the person that they putting involved, because that person is anti-civil rights. They do not believe in civil rights. They totally against it. You'll see their premise. You do research. You can do a simple Google search and find out all the information you need to know about who Trump is putting in the civil rights position. So when you see that, you're like, oh my God. So a lot of people are sitting there saying, why he's saying stuff that's not happening? No, this is all coming down the pipeline. Like even down to like the Tuskegee Airmen, they trying to discredit that too. They trying to take away that as far as the training in the Air Force. Google that. You know, talk is cheap. Go to the federal, go to the site and see what they're doing. They're actually scrubbing everything. Anything Black history, they're trying to get rid of it right now. You know what I'm saying? Anything that's Black history. And whether you voted for Trump or not, you got to really understand what they're trying to do. Yes, I have problems with the Democrat Party. Yes, I'm not a Democrat myself. I was actually Republican for a long time. But with this being said, you're attacking me, you're attacking my family directly. You know what I'm saying? And people talking about, oh, well, the Democrats are the migrant crisis. That didn't affect me. It didn't affect a lot of people I knew. But I know some people was affected, especially in Chicago. So I give credit and understand that Joe Biden dropped the ball on that big time. I'm not taking that away. And deporting some of them that's criminals, hey, that's an okay thing. I don't have issues with that. But they deporting people that's working. Like in my hood where I live at, one of the seafood spots I go to, they deported a guy that usually hooks me up, man. Poppy always throw extra food in there for me. You know, big guy like me like to eat, man. He take care of me. They deported him. They held the store for siege, and then they went to a McDonald's, and they went to a few different places. So they doing it sloppy, and I don't know why anybody Hispanic that voted for Donald Trump is crazy. If you got family that's here, either illegal or their paperwork is a little questionable, you got to be insane to vote for a person because you think that they're just gonna automatically go after the criminals and they're not gonna go after any regular working people. No, it doesn't work that way. They're just gonna scoop everybody up and just, all right, he's a citizen. All right, we'll let him go. Oh, he's not a citizen. We're gonna keep him. Whether he's a working man, he's productive, that's irrelevant. They just scooping people up like ice cream. If you don't believe me, you can go look at all the videos. You see it all over the place now. And the sad part about it is that people voted for him thinking that he's going to make a change with America and like hook it up. But how can you make a change when you got all these billionaires? You know, somebody explain that to me. Because, yeah, Joe Biden didn't have billionaires like that in his cabinet. It's one thing to have billionaire donors, and obviously you got to do something for your donors. I get it. But you got billionaires that's working in this cabinet, and some of them actually help write Project 2025. Part of Project 2025 is to eliminate the power of the government, make it just one section. Instead of 3 branches of the government, they try to make it one branch of the government. And he's actually doing it right now. He wants to get rid of the Supreme Court. That's why the Supreme Court, from what I'm hearing, and I didn't research it myself, but I believe the Supreme Court is getting rid of his immunity because now they're putting on the defense. Because they should have known better. It's part of Project 2025. He walked away from it and said, oh, I have nothing to do with it. But J.D. Vance wrote the forward for Project 2025, and it's actually being implemented right now. This is Project 2025. Tell me I'm wrong. This government is changing radically. You know what I'm saying? America's for sale right now. So if you got a lot of money, you could go pay Trump and he'll do something for you. That's why you got all these billionaires. Nothing is good when you got all these billionaires circling around you. You know, stuff like that. And Trump think that they're his friends, or Trump said, oh, they kissing my ass. No. They know that they got enough money to give you whatever you want so you could pass any legislation or change anything for them. You know what I'm saying? Even when Trump is the original reason why TikTok was going to get banned in the first place. But guess what? TikTok gave him a few dollars, and now all of a sudden TikTok, oh, you know what, I'm gonna fix the ban, but you gotta sell it. At least 51% of it gotta be owned by an American company and stuff like that. Rumor says that Facebook might buy it. I don't know, but there's a lot going on right now, and y'all see as time go on. I give it a month. We're gonna revisit this in 1 month. We're gonna see how y'all feel about this administration in 1 month from now. Let's give it 1 month and see what happens. Because right now, it's a lot of radical changes right now. And you still got a lot of Trump supporters in denial saying, oh, Joe Biden was worse. How? How he was worse than this? How he was worse than this? Tell me. Because the last time I checked, we had student loan forgiveness, right? Didn't people get their student loans forgiveness? I know a lot of people. I got $64,000 forgiveness for my loans. You know what I'm saying? And I know other people that got big money saved. I know one of my friends. So we save money. And guess what? Remember, a lot of people got medical bill issues, right? So remember, it doesn't affect your credit score no more. It might show up on it sometimes, but now it doesn't affect your FICO score, so you have a better opportunity to get benefits or get approved for things because it no longer affects your credit score. That was Biden administration that did that. You know what I'm saying? Give him credit for that. Y'all don't want to give him credit. Y'all busy like, oh, screw Joe Biden, this and that, third. Okay. And then when I talk to Trump supporters, what irritates me the most, all due respect, what policies that you like that he did specifically for the working man? And every time I say that, oh, we didn't have no wars on the Donald Trump. I'm not trying to hear that shit. What did he do specifically for you? And a lot of times they get quiet or they start disrespecting me and coming back and forth with me. And I'm sitting there saying, if you think that he was the greatest president ever, why you can't lay down his policies? You know why? Because what Trump does is he take credit for stuff he didn't do, and all he does is say the same thing over and over and over, and it's embedded in your brain. It's a creature of repetition. One thing about Trump, he's good when it comes to science. You know why? And that's what Hitler did too. Is a creature of repetitions. You just got to say the same thing over and over and over. Hitler and his in the book, when you look at the research, say a lie over and over and over and over. And the best thing you can do is put a little bit of truth in a lie, which makes it even spicier. So say the lie over and over and over and over and over again. And once you say it over and over and over again, guess what? At some point, you're gonna start to believe it. Why? Because you heard it so much. It's so repetitious. And that's how he does his thing. Right now, he got 4 years to make America great again I don't know how. Make America great. I won't even say great again because it never was great for people like me. It was okay for us at some point. But he got time to make America great. But guess what? Everything is about to go up. He said, "Screw the World Health Organization." You see what he did with that, right? He said, "I don't care about the World Health Organization. Cancel their asses." He said, "I'm putting them to the back burner." Oh, we're gonna break up FEMA. Guess what? The blue states got enough money to be able to take care of their own responsibilities if they wasn't paying the government for a lot of stuff. So you know who's gonna suffer? And which we all American people, but the red states, the poor states. Red states, the least educated people in the red states. We know that already. And the poorest one with the least amount of programs. Most of the programs that the red states got is government programs. See, the whole thing is when Donald Trump start cutting like Medicaid and Medicare and stuff like that, and cutting Social Security and all that stuff. Well, guess what? Blue states got other programs. I don't know about as far as Social Security. That's something different. I get sick and tired of calling it entitlement. No, it's not entitlement. I bust my ass. I work hard. I put into that system. It's my money. They taking my money out and put it towards other stuff. That's the reason why there's a deficit in the Social Security system. But back to what I'm saying. The blue states is pretty much covered up where they got the social programs. So even when they get rid of the federal ones, it's not going to affect them as much. It will affect the red state. You know what I'm saying? I guess everybody need to feel the pain and feel the wrath before they start complaining. Because right now I'm saying, oh, Donald Trump is cool. He's this and that third. But guess what? With all the migrants that's running all over the place scattered, trying to figure out where they're going to live at, and they disappearing off the farms, who the hell is going to pull up all those crops? Y'all like avocado? Avocado going to be like $35. Give it some time. Vegetables going to be so expensive. Everybody don't got time to pick their own, put their own vegetables in the ground. You know what I'm saying? So we get it from these produce markets, and these produce markets are mainly migrants. You know what I'm saying? And then guess what? With Donald Trump, and I'm predicting the future, anytime the country gets worse, all he going to do is blame it on Joe Biden. Joe Biden been left office already, been months already. He going to say, see, I did this. See, Joe Biden got me messed up like this. No. All of this is because they want tax for the rich. That's all it is right now. All this dysfunctionality right now is just because they want empower the rich, extend that tax break that due to expire at the end of 2025. That's all they're doing right now. You know what I'm saying? But remember when he went on saying he gonna drain the swamp? Remember that? He gonna get elected so he could drain the swamp, right? He brought the whole swamp with him. Tell me I'm wrong. All these billionaires. Come on, people. Let's be real here. If we're gonna be real, let's be real. It's not about supporting Donald Trump. It's about being real with this government right now. All these freaking billionaires that he got in his cabinet. That's irritating. Remember, billionaires have their people that they got to take care of. They got to take care of investors. You know what I'm saying? So they're not going to be rocking with Donald Trump if they're not getting something from it. They're not a billionaire because they're stupid. They're a billionaire because they know how to pull money and resources out of other things and put it in their pocket or put it in their investor's pocket. So that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to pull money out. You know what I'm saying? Say what you want to say about Joe Biden, but he ain't have that many billionaires like that. Yeah, they all got billionaire donors. They corporate. You know what I'm saying? They got people, but you got people that's literally directly in your face saying that they're gonna do this and this and this and this. Like one company talking about they're gonna invest. What those few companies said they're gonna invest $500 billion. When I looked up the research and net worth for those companies, that ain't even worth $500 billion. How they gonna give something they don't got? I don't know if Trump threw that number out there as a lie and they just gaslighting everybody. But how are they going to be able to produce money they don't even have? Unless they're going to rob us for it. Because they clearly don't got $500 billion, those three companies right there. That's supposed to invest into the infrastructure to make it like make it more like a tech thing. You know what I'm saying? But, gosh, y'all need to wake up right now, man. It's going to affect everybody. Right now, it's affecting Hispanic people directly with the whole migrant situation, and it's affecting black people at the same time right now. DEI is pretty much coming for us. So pretty much anybody that works in any government office anywhere, you black, so they might say, okay, well, he must be DEI. We're going to get rid of him. Even if it wasn't no program implemented, we're just going to get rid of him. Why? Because he's black. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that don't identify with black, don't worry. You don't have to identify with it. They identify with you being black. So your ass is going to get out that office. And you know what's gonna happen when a lot of people that don't look like me in those office, you don't got nobody that's working in these government agencies to look out for your best interests because they look like you and they understand the culture and they identify with you. You're gonna put in a lot of people that's loyal to him and only him. So when you do see some black people getting these high positions, understand that if they work with Donald Trump, trust and believe they're the bad guy. They're not the good one. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to make this video so long. I was trying to make it short, but I had to just unpack all this stuff because a lot of you guys are attacking me on Facebook, talking about, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. I said, and what? It's funny how Trump is not going to do Project 2025. What are you talking about? He said it's not part of his thing. Everybody said that. This is the books out of Project 2025. Do your research again. If y'all read the 922 page, I did already. I don't remember everything verbatim, but I remember some key things in there. One of the things he's trying to do is crush the government. And he's actually implemented textbook from Project 2025. He's getting rid of federal employees and put Trump lawyers in there. So that's why he started with DEI, because that's the easiest thing to attack. So you get rid of anybody that's under DEI, they get a walking slip. They already got walking slip. A lot of them are administrative paid leave at the moment until they can terminate them officially. So he did that because he want to put people that look like him in office or that's loyal to Donald Trump. So he want to make it like he's a god. That's the textbook thing from Project 2025. If I'm wrong, come on, man. That's Project 2025 says he want to get rid of the three branches of government. He want to make it just one central government, which is the White House that controls everything. So there's no checks and balances. The reason why they got three branches for a reason, to check each other out when one is doing too much or power tripping, other one checks the other one. That's how the branches work. But he's trying to get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? And he's showing it. And yo, let me tell you something. And I said this over and over, and I just wanted to put it into your head, and this is the reason why I keep on repeating it. He got mad billionaires in his cabinet. Not donors. They all got billionaire donors where they donate money and all that. He got people that's actually billionaires that's in his cabinet, in his administration. Do you honestly think that they care about American people? They're billionaires. They're going to rip this country dry. They're going to rob us blind, man. I promise you, when they done, it's going to be, Trump going to create so many damn trillionaires. Y'all going to be like, your head's going to be spinning like, all these damn trillionaires. How the hell they come from? Because he's about money. He don't care. He sell corny ass products to you guys, like stupid coins and all that. What, little coins? Like, really? He's selling you coins. He giving y'all coins, so y'all can buy his Bitcoin and all that. I mean, his crypto coins and stuff like that. Like, come on, man. You hustling. Not only that you're gonna rob us on that end, now you hustling us where you selling us products that we're gonna buy. That's probably gonna turn to shit. You see that as coin turned to shit when Melania Trump coin came out, the meme coin or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It turned to shit a little bit. It dropped down. They hustling the hell out of you guys. Like, there's no more clearer. Like, you gotta be blind as hell if you don't see what's going on right now down the pipeline. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get a lot more worse for minorities and what they call it, unrepresented people. If you don't got people that look like us in the government, it's gonna get worse. I promise you on that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see, we'll give it 1 month. I want y'all to revisit this video 1 month from now and tell me what you think. And tell me I was right. Just say I was right. You can argue and comment on my shit now, but I want you to come back to this video a month later. Just go back to Kurt the Jerk. Follow me on Kurt the Jerk. I'm also on Awareness Academy 411, where we talk about a lot of stuff. And we also promote people's business. If you got a business, we'll promote your business for you. I just want you to check back in a month and holler at me. I promise you, you're going to be like, oh, shit. So just let you know how it's go. You can catch me on a lot of different platforms. I'm on iHeartRadio. I'm on, what is that? I don't even know. I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. I'm on YouTube. And I'm also on SoundCloud. So I'm on so many different platforms. You can catch me anywhere. If you can't watch me, you can also get in your car and go to iCloud and you can search up Awareness Academy. So we're all over the place. So come holler at us. And like I said before, if you got a business that you're trying to promote, holler at me. You know, you can hit me up on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? If you want to text me on YouTube, if you on my YouTube, you watch me on YouTube, hit me up on there. If you're on Facebook, we could sit and have a conversation, and I could promote your business free of charge. It doesn't cost you a dime. I'm not big media, but I'm a journalist, and I'm just giving you things from my perspective. For everything I said right now is entertainment purpose, so don't take it with a grain of salt. I would like you to do your own research. I'm just trying to give you something to research about, and then I want you to wait a month and come back and say, "Yo, you was right." I just want you to say that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let everybody go. I hope everybody have a great night. Be safe out there in these streets, and peace and God bless.